Chad has two things on his mind.
I don't want to be at work and miss everything.
And the other?
I didn't get married to be a nun.
Denita has two things on her mind, too. Pleasing Chad
He told me I was ugly.
and schmoozing her mom.
Mom, was Chad mean to you?
So when a new baby comes, will Chad play daddy or end up in the doghouse?
I'm gonna do whatever I want with my baby.
It's my baby, too.
Chad and Denita make a really cute comedy duo. It's all a barrel of laughs with these two. But when baby Cash drops in, will it be curtains for this double act? Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely over the next 6 weeks. Relationship guru and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom with a watchful eye, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Wolkoff.
Are you coming out soon?
When Denita and Chad met, it wasn't exactly love at first sight.
At first, he told me I was ugly.
Are you gonna lose this weight after you're done? I didn't even get a kiss first date. The second date, that's a different story. Yes!
After that, things happened quickly.
We got married, and then we got the house. So when she was on the pill, and I go, well, why don't you go off the pill? I go, and then I went out and I bought a big box of condoms. And I was like, okay, good, I'm gonna use the condoms till we're ready to have the baby. This is how it's gonna go. Then one day I ran out of condoms. Next thing you know, she's pregnant. Yes!
But this isn't the first time Chad didn't use a condom.
I do have a daughter, but I didn't get to experience this part of the whole pregnancy thing.
Daphne is Chad's 8-year-old daughter. She's here once a month. I think if the baby was a girl, she might be a little jealous. When she first found out, she'd say, you know, I'm gonna call the baby diaper head and stuff like that.
This is my second chance to sort of do it all again and have fun doing it. I don't want to be at work and miss everything.
And Denita has a couple little ones of her own.
Sammy and Nanook are like our 2 children, so it's kind of like we're having 3 now.
But friends and family think otherwise.
I think people expect us to get rid of them, but many, many people have had babies and dogs and nothing's happened to them.
Thank you.
With the dogs and a new baby coming, at least help is close by.
My parents live 10 minutes away. We'll be counting on them when the baby comes.
Ugh.
I work at a daycare. I'm an early childhood educator.
Denita is all set for this baby.
I've already done the whole changing diapers and working with kids. I know what to do.
Chad's job is more of a problem.
I am a director of finance for an automotive dealership.
This is a new job, so Chad's got a lot on his plate.
I'm working 6 days a week in very long hours because I'm trying to learn what I'm doing as I go along with it.
They're very self-aware.
What I like about them as a relationship is they seem to understand each other and accept each other.
He missed out on the babyhood of his daughter.
Yes.
Either that will give him what it takes to discipline himself because he wants to do it this time.
The only little, like, glitch there is he said, you know, I want to be there for this one, except he's going to be working 6 days a week, like how many
Yeah.
hours a day?
Yeah, that kind of caught my attention.
What about the dogs, Josie? You and I always talk about the dogs.
I was so happy to finally hear a couple say, well, you know, we're not going to automatically get rid of the dogs. It can be done.
And the fact that she works in a daycare is great training. She'll have the logistics down pat in terms of changing a diaper. It will be different with her own child, but at least she'll have a lot of that background behind her.
No matter how good she is at changing a diaper, she's going to want him there at least to watch her change a diaper, and he's going to be at the dealership.
Oh, someone apparently told him that you can't have sex for how long?
Yeah, somebody told me 3 months. I kind
After the baby's
of
born?
got worried. That's the one thing I did pick up a book to read. That's the one thing I did look up in the book.
He came home panicked.
Well, Chad knows what he wants.
You know what? It's kind of weird because you're going at it and somebody's actually kicking you back, right? That's the weirdest part about it. You're like, oh, hey, what's going on here? And you sort of got to, you know, it's sort of, you got to position yourself. You got to do things a little bit differently. And they're sort of worried, hey, can I go hard? I don't know, am I gonna hurt it? You know, the baby's gonna come out and poke me in the head, sort of get me back or something. You know, that's the last thing I want to happen.
Yeah, he keeps telling everyone when the baby comes out, he's gonna be like, how do you like that? How do you like that? How do you like that?
every guy's like this, they're just afraid to say it. They go, oh, you know what, as long as they're taking care of my baby, I don't care if we're having sex or not, blah, blah, blah. No way. I didn't get married to be a nun.
Hilarious.
He can have sex just by himself. That's all he can.
I do love how open and honest Chad is about his sexual needs. And like he said, most guys think it, but they just don't say it. And they're, you know, because they know they have to be there and be the supportive one. But, you know, he is going to have to suck it up for a little while.
So to speak.
Yeah. Or, you know, yes, take things into his own hands. shall we say.
Exactly.
I think as a couple, just goofing around and having fun, they'd be great. And I love all the sexual references and stuff. Obviously, these two people have a successful life in the bedroom, which is great.
On the positive side, while he won't be at home having sex, he can be out taking the dogs for long, long walks.
Well, that's
so he can burn off
something
some
anyway,
energy
yeah.
there.
Today, baby Cash comes home.
You going first so the dogs can see you. They haven't seen you in a while. Hey, buddy. Welcome home. Okay, ready? Here we go.
So, the million-dollar question is, how will the new parents get the dogs to play nice?
Is your little brother?
With a well-placed cookie, of course.
Nicely. No. Take it nicely.
Yeah, right. Ew,
Doggy goober.
that's gross.
He really did do that.
That's gross.
At least they didn't eat him.
Yeah.
Chad's got 5 minutes to bond, and then it's back to the office.
Just got home with the baby, and Chad's upstairs getting ready for work. He has to go in. That's what happens when you get promoted.
Somebody has to pay for the formula.
I really wish I could stick around here. It'd be a perfect world if everyone could just stay home with the baby, but unfortunately, you can't do that. I don't want to be at work and miss everything.
What time are you gonna be home?
You know, I don't know. I'd much rather be home with the real thing.
Aren't we glad the dog didn't eat the baby's foot?
I'm so
I thought
glad.
they were joking when they said they were, and then it was actually put the biscuit there by the baby's foot.
You would think that if you had any kind of reasonable boss, he could say, look, I'll work, at least give me an hour when I can tell the missus I'm gonna be home.
Yeah, that's true, because the not knowing is probably very hard for her in terms of not knowing when she's going to be able to spell things off with the baby. So it's going to be tough for her, I think, the first couple of days.
I like these two, though. They do seem connected.
These little pictures to take in, so cute to put on his desk.
You know, they do seem to genuinely be emotionally present.
It's been 1 week since birth, and Chad is trying a new morning routine that includes some multitasking.
I have to manage my time now that the baby's arrived, so it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, washing the dogs and taking a shower at the same time. Good girl. Okay, go on.
Wow, Chad really is on cleaning duty today.
This is Chad's first poopy diaper. I've changed most of the other ones. Well, all of the other ones, pretty much. I don't think anyone else has volunteered.
He's a good boy. He poops whenever his mom has him. What time is it?
It's 11:15.
Okay, I got time. So.
Time enough for one last cleaning job with Denita's mom.
My mom wanted to stay here for the first week, but I've already told her no.
Yeah, I just don't like people telling me what to do.
Oh, neither do I. I get mad too.
We've been looking forward to having the baby, so we do want to. It's nice to know that we have the support there if we need it. I'm pretty sure once we have the kid for like 2 or 3 months or something, you're gonna start getting tired. You're gonna want the help more for a break, not because you don't know what you're doing. We are eager to learn what to do, because it is going to be a learning experience, but we want to make our own mistakes.
I know it's just habit for especially like older people to tell you, oh, this is how we did it. You know what? It's different now.
Don't tell people how to parent. It's one of those things, because if you do that, you don't come over too much anymore.
Speak of the devil. Denita's mom and dad have come by to help out with the baby.
Bonjour. Hi, sweetie.
After a quick hello, it's off to the deck for a few pointers from Chad.
You got to step back, let let the parents do what they got to do, because you went through it too. Nobody likes feeling like they're watched. So the best thing to do is just sit there and smile.
It's my first grandchild, so it's my baby too.
Mothers have babies.
I know.
Fathers have babies. Grandparents just spoil grandchildren.
Sometimes, you know, you want to say something.
I know. Sometimes you always want to say something. If people are coming over and telling you what to do and you're getting stressed out, then the baby's going to catch on to that, and then the baby gets a little bit stressed out, and then you don't want the baby getting stressed out every time you come over. And then the baby's going to relate stress to you and not going to like you, and then we don't want that to happen. So the best thing to do is just sit there and smile.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing I'm going to do whatever I want with my baby in my house.
Now take him so he won't cry.
He's very direct. We've seen that about him. So he's direct with her. He's not really mean about it. He's just very direct. And I really give credit to the mother-in-law. She understands.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one a bit. Like, I understand he wanted to say it and get it out there and not have simmering resentment, but it's early days. Like, he may grow to regret these words where he really wants
Well,
to
he's
support
also
more.
not showing a great understanding of what Denita is dealing with. And
exactly.
it's like, you know, okay, I want to set down the ground rules, but I'm at work all day, and Denita needs her mom, so maybe I shouldn't create some, you know...
Some unnecessary tension. Well, maybe it's necessary, I don't know, but that tension between them.
I have to say that the dog shower, especially the part where he washed the little doggy's bum, had me about ready to lose lunch.
Now, Josie, did you support that?
Okay, I wouldn't shower with my pets, but, you know, I think it's pretty efficient. I mean, you know, he doesn't have a lot of time on his hands.
This is a man who's only changed one diaper, but he has time to shower 2 dogs?
Let me ask you, as a dog lover, do you wash your dog's little bum?
I don't have dogs. I have cats. They don't need showers.
They lick
Dodge
themselves.
the question.
This afternoon, Denita and Cash are off to catch up with an old friend, Anna, who had a baby around the same time. And like Chad, these guys have you-know-what on the brain.
When I asked him about when I can get a groove on again, he told me most women lie to their husbands and tell them that the doctor told them that this particular doctor told them that they can't have sex for at least 4 months.
Those are women that don't have good sex, probably.
Maybe. How's it going in that department for you waiting though?
You could ask Chad, he'll tell you.
No, I'm sure Chad will tell me before I ask
He's very
him.
free and open.
He'll call me up
Yeah, I'm sure.
before he's even completely finished. I'm sure.
It's 11 p.m. and the night shift begins. For Denita, that is. It's the next morning,
How was your sleep last night, dear?
and Chad is gloating.
I slept like a baby.
What happened to your promise to wake up with him, eh?
I'm so, you know what though? I had a good sleep.
Yeah, that's nice. I did.
You know, at least one of us did.
Yeah.
Better than both of us.
You always
being
have
in
a
it.
good sleep. Both when? When have you ever gotten up so far?
He's sleeping. Like, give the guy an elbow and tell him to get up.
She needs to leave the room. She needs to go sleep in another bed with earplugs in so it doesn't wake her up, because right now she elbows and whatever stuff, she's going to be up the whole time as well.
Right.
So she needs to physically leave the room if the baby doesn't need feeding, and she's doing that, so that he has to get up with the baby, because I agree, he's not going to take the responsibility. She has to give it to him.
My advice to Denita would be to find all her courage and strength and say, listen, bozo, I will sleep in the other room. You got the kid tonight, because half of this job is your job.
I'm not sure that you can make people change, though. God knows
No.
I've tried with my own husband. It doesn't seem to be working so well. So what she needs to do is what we're talking about here is change her reaction to what he's doing. So sleep in the other room, go and see your mother if that's what you need, so that she is feeling a little bit better about what's going on, because she's not going to change him.
I just worked out Denita's solution. What she needs to do in the middle of the night is lean over and say in his ear, I'm gonna give you sex. And when he wakes up, he says, what? I need you to look after the baby.
Good one.
Use sex as a weapon. Nice.
4 weeks since the birth of baby Cash, and Chad's daughter Daphne is hanging out for the day.
What do you think your family likes to do? Okay?
Baby Cash has his own special greeting.
Did he fart on you? That's gross. Aww.
You're smelling.
Oh, that's gross.
It's going way better than what I expected. Daphne's taking initiative. If Denita or I say, oh, I better change him, Daphne's already standing there with the diaper. You can tell when, like, whenever she's holding him and she's like, oh, buddy, what's going on? How are you? I like you. You're a nice kid.
It's not really surprising. 8-year-old girls, they love little babies, but it is nice that she's taken to the baby so well because it does bond them a little bit more together as a family.
Well, I think it bonds, Chad and his daughter, and, sees the baby in a different light, too. Oh, there's interaction, and my daughter is part of this, and I can see a family here.
Well, I think I can see Chad's model for a family. You have 2 kids. You see the daughter once a month. You see the son every couple days.
Unfortunately, not everyone is taking to baby Cash as well as Daphne.
Who's all there?
Tonight, Chad and Denita are trying to hook up with old friends.
I'm not really doing anything tonight.
But now, things are more complicated.
Can Denita and the baby come? He's gonna ask.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean you're sorry? Well, it's living with 2 dogs. It's not gonna be too loud. Okay, you know what? You have yourself a great night. Okay, buddy? Yeah, thanks a lot. Bye. I can't believe it. We got kicked out because of the baby. They said it's too noisy.
They don't want your kids there.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's too loud. I don't know. If we went to one of our real friends' house, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Oh, yeah. They just don't want any kids there. They're all young. None of them have kids. None of them want a baby in the house.
My parents took me around everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine. That's your parents. Well, I guess now we're gonna have to start hanging out with people that have kids.
I know.
Pretty much.
The next stage of our lives.
Exactly.
Saturday night, when we're at home playing Monopoly.
Well, now we know why the friends aren't around anyway. But he's right when he says now we have to hang out with people, or she said they have to hang out with people who have kids.
So I was really happy to see that he got pissed off and said, like, what's the deal?
It's been 5 weeks since birth, and Denita wonders why her mom hasn't been around for the past couple of weeks.
Mom, was Chad mean to you? Because sometimes I think he gets jealous because you get to spend more time with the baby than he does because he works so much.
I know you guys want to do and find out by yourself about the baby.
He does. He wants to find out by himself. It's his baby, so he wants
I know.
it to be the way he wants it to be.
I understand, because I know you guys need to find out for yourself whatever baby do or whatever you need to do.
You know, we like you coming over to our house, so.
I know, I like it too.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? If Chad is unhappy that his mother-in-law sees the baby more than he does, maybe he could come home.
But you know what? I'm liking this, right? Because he's not really mean about it. He's just very direct. And I really give credit to the mother-in-law. She understands. And then what's lovely is that the daughter, she does talk to her. Like, everyone's talking to everybody.
Yeah, it's great that they addressed it out loud. I think I think Chad maybe did go a bit too far talking to mom, actually. I think she was trying to help. But I don't know their dynamic before the baby. What I think is best is that she goes over to see her mom. And we haven't seen that she has a friend network so far. That would be nice to see as well, someone her own age. So I'm kind of torn on this one a bit. Like, I understand he wanted to say it and get it out there and not have simmering resentment.
Denita got her job done, and believe it or not, so is Chad.
Instead of wasting time talking to people, it's get your work done so you can get home as soon as possible.
But then again, Chad is on a mission.
Well, my wife just had a baby, hence the condoms, because I'm going to get laid for the first time in a couple weeks. Well, Denita said if I get bread, I can get the condoms. Bread and condoms, a man doesn't need anything else. Hey, Donna, I got the condoms and the bread.
Ay, ay, ay.
I got the condoms. Let's go.
Nice foreplay, huh? I got the condoms. Let's go.
And the bread.
And the bread. What's that? Is that
for
some
toast.
weird kinky sex
You tell us.
I don't know.
It's for later.
It's
You
for
two
later.
need to help me, but to the extent that I understand women, a fella's more likely to get the sex if he came home early to help with the baby and not just to get the condom.
As I always say, the best foreplay is vacuuming.
I think the best foreplay is actually learning a woman's body and figuring out how to please her, you know, and then doing the vacuuming afterwards. Yeah, so just want to, you know, put that out there.
What was interesting about that, too, is he found an excuse to leave work early, and he could leave work early. So we talked about that before. He can leave work early.
I think it's pretty clear now that a lot of this is voluntary. You know, it's urgent to go home when he's going to get a goodie, and it's urgent to stay at work when he's going to get a diaper.
Yeah.
It's the morning after the big night, and while Denita goes off and gets some time alone, Chad stays in bed feeling pretty proud of himself.
I felt like a virgin again.
Oh, dear Chad.
Sex after a baby isn't too bad. It's sort of like riding a bike. You forget for the first couple seconds, but it comes back pretty naturally. I used to have a hard enough time with the dogs watching me have sex, and now I got my son watching me have sex. It's a little hard sometimes, but he's going to be moving into his own room fairly soon, which will help me out tremendously. With me, with Denita, it was, knock on wood, she bounced back fairly nicely.
It's been 6 weeks since the birth, and Denita's parents are throwing a good old-fashioned knees up for baby Cash.
I give the party, I call so many my friends, and my son-in-law, he called his friend, and around 50 people gonna be here.
But somebody is not around.
Chad's still at work, and he's probably going to be the last one here. He said he's going to try to leave early, but I highly doubt that's going to happen because he says that every night, and that doesn't happen.
But Chad, look at all the fun you're missing.
Food
is on the table. I want to know when you're coming.
I just gotta get some work done before I come home.
Okay, I didn't bring you clothes, so go home and change.
Oh, and look who's finally here.
I'm about an hour late for my my own baby's coming out party. To my friends and my family, thank you very, very much for being there for me, Denita and Cash. I really appreciate it.
It's good to see that they got the sex out of the way. Now they can have the family over, have some fun.
I mean, we've seen that he can shorten his work hours, and I think he needs to be more motivated in that direction and really figure some things out, like how can he be more efficient with his time at work?
I miss Cash quite a bit, but I'm doing what I have to do. Hopefully, whenever he gets older, he's going to realize that I've been working for him. I want to give my son the world, and the only way I can do that is by working hard.
Even though it sucks that Chad's at work for a long time, like long hours, he comes home late, I kind of have a benefit in it because I can form Cash into how I want him to be.
How do you feel about our sex life, Denita?
I think it's fine.
You think it's fine? Yeah, you think it's fine all the time. Denita's very easy to please, which is lucky me.
I need all the help I can get. Climax Control Lubricant. Gravy.
Oh yeah, we got poop.
The only thing he was worried about is what my parents would say that because he had a daughter. My mom was like over the moon.
I need the meat. Meat is good.
And some ransom, baby.